Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Regency Solitaire. Let's get back in the game and continue to the second set of puzzles, the Grand Ballroom. Lady Fleetwood, look at my beautiful goddaughter Bella. It's her first ball in Bath. So I assume Charlotte came too, but maybe Charlotte's already engaged or married. I'm so proud of her. Bath truly is the place to visit this season. All the fashionable sets are here. Even Lord Henry Worthington. He is so handsome and generous and owns vast estates. Yet none of the young heiresses dangling after him has won his heart. I think that should have been halved. Won his heart. Mr. Bleakley, I had not expected to see you here. Bella dear, I must be at your side wherever possible. Come, dance with me, I insist upon it. Then it would not be noble of me to refuse your offer, sir. But of course, I'm sure you will have many willing partners at this, your first ball. But when they learn your face is your only fortune, the earls and marquises will look elsewhere. I will still be here waiting, however. Quite so, Mr. Bleakley. Is that meant to comfort me? Do not keep me waiting too long, Bella. I am not a patient man. So, we have some goals now, too. Find the Cupid statue and achieve a combo of 8. Mr. Bleakley doesn't seem like he's an awful person, and in fact, he's willing to marry her, I assume, because he actually has affection for her, it seems. So it's kind of this backwards logic going on. So with this layout, it's better to get the middles than it is to get the edges, just in general. So these two 10s are options. I would take that one. Now this jack is the only option. So I can either go 10, or I can go queen, king, ace, king. And we have the side quest of getting a combo of 8. We're at a combo of 7 now. So I could go ace, king, queen, or ace, king, ace, 2. So ace, that's one chapter done. King, ace, 2. Now I've got a combo of 11. That's nice. And that's going to get us a lot of money here. So now I can go 3, 4, 5 and hope this card reveals something. Actually, I should go 3, 4, 5 here because that will reveal 2 cards. So if I chose here, I wouldn't reveal this card. If I choose here, I will reveal this card. And it's exactly the card I needed. 4, 5. And that almost eliminates the board with a combo of 16. Double what we were trying for. And now we just need to end the combo though. So that's a score of 2.1 multiplier that filled our multiplier pips almost all the way. I think there's like one more pip that we could get. Here we have the option of taking this 10 or this queen. I think it's better to take this 10. Can't do anything more. Now we can take this one, but nothing more. Here we have an 8, can't do anything. Here we have a king, so take this queen here instead of this queen. Because if I took this one, I wouldn't have revealed this card. Can't do anything more. I found a wild card. To keep a combo going, click on a suitable wild card to place it on the foundation. Interesting. So I guess I'll want to hold on to the wild card in case I do have another combo in this play, or maybe it will even carry over to the next hand. There's 3 hands this time. This is from the fan that we purchased last recording, that we can get wild cards. Again though, this is breaking the rules of standard solitaire. So I'm now clearly not really playing solitaire at all. I'm playing some variant or similar game, but with a lot of cheats and things added, which I'm not completely opposed to games like solitaire having cheats. It's just that a lot of players are going to look for the pure experience, and I don't think they're going to find it here. I'm pretty certain they're not going to find it here, particularly if you have no interest in reading the storyline. If you were going to play this and just like erase your progress every time you finish and start over, you would spend a lot of time clicking skip story, and that's going to be an issue. So we'll take this, 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 and I could put a wild card now and do this or this. What? Why did the wild card not work? I don't understand. Is it a 3 wild card? I guess that's what the 3 means, is it's a 3. So would that work on this combo? Yes, but it kind of makes no point. Here's our undo button we got for buying the dress. Let's see. So now we need a 6 or 9. Or a 7 will work, I guess. And now, with our remaining 7 cards, which is something that we needed to unlock. So I guess these things here are more cheats we will unlock as we purchase more things. But I think after we finish this or this next level, we'll probably be able to purchase everything. Jack and 10. 6 and 3 doesn't work. 9 and 3 doesn't work. 3 and 3 doesn't work, sadly. 9 and 3 doesn't work again. 9 and 3 doesn't work. 6 and 3 doesn't work. So I don't think I could have found the other chapter goal. Find the Cupid statuette. Doesn't seem like that was possible. So we have to end our hand leaving 1 card. Oh well. That gives us a great. Remember, we're playing on hard, but it does give us this idea that maybe you could get a perfect every time. But I kind of don't believe it. Says desktop wallpaper. No thank you, but that is rather nice art here. This is hand-drawn art that somebody took some time to. Unfortunately, it doesn't scale up to 1080p, but that would be the #1 problem with this, is that if you were to make a wallpaper of any of these things, you would just have it stretched and ruin the aspect ratio on a widescreen monitor. Would you like to try the playing card designs? You can change this an option. Sure, we'll try the playing card designs. Does that help? I think it does. So we have this key and this lock. Does it just not work like that? Yeah. You just click the key on the lock and that works. Alright, but these don't go with this and this doesn't go with this. All of that has to do it. The wild cards do carry over at least within the same chapter, so that's something else to keep in mind. So between the 2 queens, we know this is the better one. It's interesting that there are some cards face up here. So queen, king, queen, and can't do anything more. So now we do 5, 4, and then this 5, because you don't reveal anything new there. And frankly, if you want to get the most amount of gold here, you want to wait until you get a score multiplier going on here. And see, if I played this wild card and played this, then I would need either an ace to appear here or not, and I don't think that would be worth our while. 4, I'll go ahead and take this because I don't want to end up messing up and not getting everything cleared, which is still very high risk. Take that wild card. Of course, now that there are wild cards, is that increasing the number of stock cards, or is it actually replacing some other opportunities I would have had? Let's see, 3, and then that's just a 2, so that doesn't work. 7's not helpful. Ace is helpful. The question is, do I want to go with king, or... Well, since we know there's a 3 behind it, this is the better move. Because not knowing information and revealing more information is more helpful than not revealing information, if that makes sense. Any bit of information we can get helps. Oh, that wasn't a 3, that was an 8. Oops. Oh well. Doesn't really change too much. So, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, or should have taken the 10, 7, 6, that gives us a combo of 8, that's the best we can do. So, we'll end the combo there. I think times 2.5 is probably the maximum gold multiplier. They don't want you to run into a random chance of getting all the gold possible in the entire game and unlocking everything too early. Let's see, 3, 4... That's good for one card, I guess, and only one card. There's a Jack, 10, 9, 8, 7. Let's see. So we need 1 of 6 cards here. 6 not being one of those 6 cards. There we go, 3. Now I need kings or 2s. There's a king. So now I need 7 or 9, queen or 10, king or 2. Clear that one. I have 1 card remaining. Can't win. Cannot win. But doing pretty good, I think. According to the game, I did good. See, and I just wonder if we were to retry here, we need to learn this. Are the cards going to be the same? So I'm going to just play it really fast here. And I can already tell you that no, the cards are not the same. They're definitely in a different position. So, I guess we'll get the money for doing this a second time. And I don't think if I went to the menu here, can I quit the hand? No, I could, but I don't think I would progress in the story then. So I have to just kind of quickly play this. Again, this is revealing the secret here that, yeah, I could be playing this faster, but I'm moving at a slower pace so everybody can follow as best as possible. there's always a danger when you're reviewing video games on YouTube that if you just move too fast, or people will not see the actual actions you're taking. It's also a reason why I tend to usually play games on easy, so it can be a more conversational experience. But for a solitaire game, I figured I can play that on hard. It's not going to change too much. Maybe if I was playing on easy, I would get all of these on perfect scores, and that might be... So no stars for that. Interesting. So that's as low as you can get, and that gave me a 43, and I think it overwrote the amount I did the first time. So I guess if you wanted to just get like perfect each time, you'd have to sit there and hit retry a lot. Which there's not a terrible problem with that. I mean, that's what solitaire players are used to, is you're spending your time, and you're trying to spend a lot of your time playing the game. So take this, unlock this, very helpful. 2, ace, 2, ace, king, queen. Now, let's see. Do I want to move this forward? I normally would play this and then take this one, but I want to see if this wild card stays with us to the next level. So that's something we'll find out next recording. So I'm not going to play it. Instead, just end the combo here. Do play that, and then take this, and I think this, this, all of those combined right nicely. And here is our statue, Cupid statuette, that we were supposed to collect. It was a little odd that they gave us that goal on the first hand, and it's all the way down this in the third game, but we kind of already learned that's how they're going to do it, because that's how it worked in the first levels. We were looking for a trunk, and the trunk was in the second hand. So take that. Cupid statuette collected. What an adorable cherub who will add a touch of romance to any setting. The Cupid statuette will look wonderful in Bella's ballroom. So Bella's kind of ridiculous. She just wants to throw a ball and find somebody else to marry her other than Bleakley, which I feel like they should go with a Disney kind of sort of villain suitor here. If they're gonna make Bleakley so undesirable, they should make him like ugly and old and balding. It's something really unappealing about him, because so far he hasn't really said or done anything that's that unappealing. He seems to say, "I'm willing to marry you, even though it's not going to be for your money." Isn't that a good thing to say? I'm going to marry somebody, and it's not because I want your money. We get a perfect there. So the perfect gives you 500, and that in particular is necessary, I think, in each of the chapters, just to have enough gold to buy something. We still are going to be a little short to purchase the white gloves. So here's Henry, the guy that I guess she wants to marry. I've been waiting so long to dance with you, Bella, but it seemed every other gentleman was ahead of me. So, I mean, she's certainly trying the field, which there's nothing wrong with that, dancing with everybody. But I think her suitor selection process needs work. Of course, this is in the old days when arranged marriages were very much the thing, and it was about social standing and not who you really wanted. But she's really just picking people on their ability to dance and their appearance, not who they are as true characters or their personalities or anything. I'm honored, Lord Worthington. It is more than I could have hoped for. I have enjoyed a truly charming evening. I wish I could read these things a little bit smoother. I don't know the technique there, though. I'm speaking them as I'm reading them. Maybe if I read the sentence first and then tried to say them, that would help. But then I think I'd still probably need to practice them. I never was in theater or anything myself, so I don't know the techniques to properly, at the right pace, say something. So I sound as normal as I ever sound when I'm talking off the top of my head, but when I start reading, there's this little judderingness. I'm so very glad we met. Nothing would give me more happiness than to dance with you again. And please do call me Henry. So, not a lot of story there. Family portraits. Find new portraits of dear Edward and Charlotte would be a joy to behold. What? I don't understand the sentence. Fine, as if there was a conversation, an argument going on before. Fine, nor portraits of dear Edward and Charlotte would be a joy to behold. There should have been a conversation before that. So this is free. The Cupid statuette should enhance the romantic qualities of the ballroom. Gives you the Cupid cameo power-up, which lets you remove a playable card of your choice. It's free, so I'll buy it. And then we have Edward looks quite the young gentleman in this portrait. Turns over 15% of all face-down cards at the start of each hand. And we can't get the portrait of Charlotte before we get the portrait of Edward. So then the question is, do I want the white gloves for 800? That gives me 2 undos per hand. Or do I want the 15% face down cards? I guess I want the portrait. And see, I feel like you're gonna fill up this room really fast. And it would have been, with a considerable amount of work, it would have been possible to have you go into the next room and the next room and have this giant mansion. Ooh, 10,000. Turns over a further 20% of all face-down cards at the start of each hand. Ooh. That price has skyrocketed. This went from 800 to 10,000. So I don't think there's that many more elements we're going to even be able to unlock. And that combined with how this area is quickly getting filled up with items, like there will be a portrait here, probably a statue here, maybe a portrait here, maybe 3 things here, maybe some tables, maybe a rug, maybe some curtains. But I can't imagine too many other items. And at a certain point, I suspect some of the items we're going to get are just going to be for the appearance and nothing else. So that's level 2. And we'll see if that wild card carries over. And so we're in the city of Bath, and then we'll eventually work to the Lavish Hall, and then London, Brighton, and then around to all of these things. This looks like a church with the cross, so is there going to be a marriage there? If that's the case, then let's see. I don't understand what the Roman Baths or Bella's ball is going to be. Maybe her sister gets married here. I don't know. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.